Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, July 12th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I expand through nurturing the experience of my feelings. And today we have Mercury direct. Hallelujah. Wonderful that Mercury is going direct. I actually have cards kind of jumped out after I pulled them. The success card, and I feel like this is what it feels like as Mercury begins this forward momentum. Now, let me be fair and just say we still have to go through the shadow period after. So this is the third rollover on these lessons. So be aware of reoccurring themes. We had Mercury go retrograde June 17th. And right at the beginning of June is actually when we began our first shadow period. So basically, since June, what have been reoccurring emotional themes that have come up for you? Because here's your third pass over them. This is really the chance to find that success. I'm going to keep losing this card. Find that success. And part of that is with Mercury in the sign of Cancer is moving through the feels, providing a lot of understanding for yourself in these emotional energies. And again, looking, what is the lesson? What's the bottom line for me? Why is this coming up? Because there's always a why in the universe. So if we can tap into that, we can learn from that. All right, so last thing I want to say about Mercury going direct, this does not mean that technology is just going to settle down, especially if you've been having a lot of technology wonk. Joe has said this has been the most crazy technology Mercury retrograde for him. It still may feel pretty wonky over the next few weeks, so just be aware of that. It will be in the retro shade, I love that term, all the way through the 26th. So, besides that, you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I was going to say it feels mentally wonky.
Well, Mercury is mental.
Right. Okay.
There you go.
I did not know that, but that's what
You
I
do.
said. Not to the extent that you do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's helpful. All right. So, besides that, we have the moon moving through Aries. And this week may get a little tense. We're building to some oppositions between the Cancer and the Capricorn energies. And so we'll have that this week. And the moon in Aries is actually amplifying those incoming oppositions by providing a square. So it's kind of T-square energy. And again, anytime we have T-square energy or square energy, it can feel like a crossroads. So to me, this crossroads is the crossroads between the old ways and the new ways. And stepping into our personal authority and moving into our compassion versus, again, those old ways of like giving away that authority and living according to society's expectations versus what is actually good for you. So be aware of those themes popping up. We're also building into this Mars-Chiron conjunction. So we had the moon highlighting that through Saturday's energy, but we still haven't reached that exact conjunction, so we're still building. So be aware of like pockets of anger, frustration, rage, pain coming up. This is part of the ongoing healing experience. I have the healing card in reverse, so we're not finished with this. And again, Aries doesn't necessarily like to stop, slow down, and listen to the feels, but listening to the feels will definitely support the process. Moon in Aries is making, again, several connections, a lot of those squares between Jupiter, Pluto energy, to thine own self be true. And keep digging to find which self you're being true to. Because again, the selves that we're true to are often the conditions, the conditionings, the veils that we put on to be acceptable in this world. And right now, especially with Chiron retrograde now in Aries, we want to strip through those energies to find that authentic light, that lives within each of us. Besides that, we also have the sun working with Neptune energy today. So that Neptune energy, it definitely, again, it's the Pisces energy. So we still have this Cancer, Pisces, deep water energy thing going on. Did I mention this card? We're not done with that healing process yet. Hopefully, at least the tidal, sad emotions may have passed a bit after the last little push, but you may have some remnants of that. It also feels very deeply psychic, very deeply reaching. So again, through your dreams, through your meditations, be aware of the messages that are coming up for you. And again, what is that lesson? Let's see. In the flow, staying in the flow, staying in these emotional energies that, again, are not quite complete yet. Last thing I want to mention is just be really aware of any power games. Anytime Pluto's in the mix, we really want to be aware of where we're putting our power, where we're giving our power away, or who even is trying to take it. Stand in yourself, stand in your power. And that also means standing and like owning your emotions. So just be aware of that. So we're in the flow. We're in the flow, feeling the emotional energy, but moving towards success, moving towards the light, it feels like. I love the Ordinariness card. It's a card of good things. The good things that are actually already there, but sometimes we get so focused on all the challenges around that we don't necessarily see them. So this is a call to see the good things around. And finally, the guidance card. Again, Cancer, Neptune energy working together, really strong intuition, tuning into your guides, asking for support from your guides. 2020 is not slowing down anytime soon, you know? The astro is slightly mellowing from where it was. Slightly. But the pot's still boiling, you know? So ask for that support because we all need it to keep finding our groove through this crazy 2020 ride. Anyway, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You do have the power. And stay curious. Namaste.